Playtime, storytime, coloring, alphabet song. These are some of the things that come to mind when we think of preschool. But preschool is so much more than meets the eye. Imagine planting the seed of learning, curiosity, and possibility early on. This is what preschool and early education provide for children. The future of our children and society begins with the skills built in preschool. Early education has been shown to have short and long term advantages for preschool aged children. Today, I will be discussing three main points of this topic. Those three aspects are: first, children that attend preschool demonstrate higher levels of emotional knowledge. Next, the cognitive impacts on preschoolers. Finally, the long term benefits of preschool. Let's begin our review of these points. Our first main point: children that attend preschool demonstrate higher levels of emotional knowledge. This can make a difference in child's readiness for kindergarten, giving them an advantage. According to Julia Moore in the article The Effects of Exposure to an Enhanced Preschool Program, a positive impact on preschoolers on social and emotional growth, we find that one, compared to children who participated in 1 year of preschool, children who attended 2 years had greater improvements in teacher ratings of social competence and a more rapid decline in behavior problems from the first year of preschool to kindergarten. Children attending preschool at about 48 months of age show stronger cognitive and social developmental outcomes overall compared with peers who did not attend preschool. Two, at kindergarten, children who attended the program for 2 years demonstrated higher levels of emotional knowledge. Children with high levels of emotional knowledge understand their own emotional experiences, empathize with others, and are able to accurately identify emotions in others. Three, young children who demonstrate higher levels of social emotional competence, both in terms of emotional knowledge and interpersonal skills, had lower levels of problem behavior and are better able to engage in learning during preschool. In my personal experience, my niece, before she attended preschool, had difficulty sharing with her peers on play dates or interacting with kids on the playground. When she began preschool, she learned to use her words in place of acting out. Learning to regulate her emotions allowed her to focus more on the lessons. I believe the experience and structure of preschool encouraged her to regulate her emotions to be accepted by her peers. Her desire to build friendships helped her emotional growth. I believe the structure of preschool was necessary to facilitate that growth. Early education not only impacts social emotional development, but also cognitive development of preschool age children. That brings us to our second main point. Early education has been shown to have significant impact on children's cognitive functioning, improving language, math, and reading skills. According to Bruce Fuller in the article, Do Academic Preschools Yield Better Benefits? Cognitive Emphasis, Dosage, and Early Learning, we find that one, children's feeling of competency or efficiency often experienced when engaged in stimulating learning tasks help to predict steeper cognitive gains. The child's emotional confidence and eagerness to engage in classroom activities similarly contribute to gains in knowledge of math concepts. Two, Kilroy, Kilburn, and Cannon's review found that more time spent in preschool, entering at age 3, or attending more hours per week was associated with stronger developmental gains. Three, children entering a Head Start program at age 3 rather than 4 displayed greater gains in oral language, or for Spanish speakers, word recognition, through grade 1 compared to the control group. One of my favorite memories of my youngest son in preschool was arriving to pick him up and the teacher pulling me aside and asking me to speak about my son. I immediately thought to myself, oh no, what happened? But to my surprise, she shared with me that Joshua had spent his outdoor playtime doing simple math problems in chalk. And I attribute this early interest in math to his exposure to in preschool. We have explored the impact of early education on children's social, emotional, and cognitive development. Next, we will explore the long term impacts of preschool. Studies show that preschool and early education has been linked to future success. According to the article Preschool and/or Kindergarten: Long-Term Benefits of Different Types of Early Education on Pupil Skills written by Yellen Tang, we uncover 1. Results from IPW show that compared with their peers without any early education experience, pupils with any education experience perform better in cognitive skills and decrease the probability of grade retention. 2, there is growing evidence that universal early education improves children's academic performance, language, cognitive, and social and emotional ability in primary school, middle school, reduces their probability of dropping out, and leads to higher educational attainment. 3, results from an analysis show that pupils from families with higher social economic status benefited more from early education experience. In my personal observations, I find that children that attend early education have more of an interest in school and continue to have better perception of school and therefore excel in the academic setting well past kindergarten. Quality preschool can have an impact on cognitive development, emotional, social development, and has lasting effects. In conclusion, we have discussed first that quality preschool can have an impact on social emotional development. Next, we discussed the cognitive impact of early education. Finally, we covered the long term effects of preschool. Thank you for listening to my informative speech. My name is Veronica Rodriguez.